that boom, boom, boom.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the star of our show, direct from the bar,
PB.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, look it. I'm going through and I'm trying to answer your guys' comments, but I think some of the things that are being said out there are hilarious. Good Lord. I've been away for a little bit and already a bunch of idiots are in the Dinar community once again. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. So I'm going through and I'm looking at your comments. And just so you guys are aware, I'll share some with you. Not all of them, because there's a lot of them in here. In most cases, I got nice ones, like you see here. Thank you for taking the time so that many others, like myself, can keep up with Iraq and their government. You are very welcome. Like I said, for the most part, people are just grateful. Pimpy, can you elaborate on the 250 dinar note as for the removing of the zeros? Well, for the most part, the 250 dinar note doesn't have no value at the current moment. So the zeros won't come off the 250 dinar note. It's going to be 1,000 or higher dinar notes. Those will have the zeros removed. Those other ones are too low, don't have the value for them to remove the zeros. They'll just reprint new lower denominations when they go to take the zeros off the denominations. Pimpy is the king of the lop prince of negativity. You know what's funny is, just because I don't say anything that you agree with doesn't make it negative. I just explained to you what is going on in the news. It isn't positive, it isn't negative. I understand I don't agree with everybody that's out there, but it doesn't mean it's negative. Pimpy gives the truth that people start crying. Stop being so negative and busting my bubble. Yeah, you know, that's pretty much how it is, Neo. You know, you would think that people would appreciate the fact that there's somebody out there that has the knowledge that they're sharing with you for free. Just because there are a lot of listeners out there that are naive enough to pay money every month for some group they belong in to get regurgitated bullshit. I haven't seen any other guru out there that is knowledgeable or educated about how currencies work. It's mind-blowing to me. Then you have somebody who does, like myself, and I'm the only person, who comes and explains things to you, and just because you don't like what I'm saying, I'm the one that's negative? Well, okay, if that's the way you want to accept it, that's on you. That's not me. That's how you're perceiving the information that I'm sharing. So it's not positive, it's not negative. I show both sides of it, but tell you, from an educated, knowledgeable standpoint, that this is most likely what's going to happen. I share all of my receipts, all the things that I read from. I share with you. Who else does that? Nobody does. They say something's going to happen, but they don't have nothing to support it. And I worry about a lot of you, because seriously, there's a lot of you. I can see now what it's going to be like when the truth comes out. Yeah, there's going to be quite a few doing that. But for those people who listen to what I have to say, seeing that I shared the information that I get, I don't hide it from people. I don't say you got to give me a special price in order to get my information. I say to you guys, here it all is. It's free. It's free. All the information. You guys are over there paying other people money for what? They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. But I'm the one that gets attacked all the time? That's okay. As long as those who are paying attention are at least grounded and they are not surprised if it doesn't go the way they hoped. See, I get to see fun things like this. Who's paying you, Mr. Pimpy, to say your agenda? What agenda might that be? And as far as people paying me for an agenda, well, some people owe me some money because I ain't never got a dime from anybody for bullshit. What you'll find is there's no agenda. People just make shit up like that because they don't like the fact that I'm spreading the truth out there and it makes them look bad. So their excuse is, well, Pimpy is being paid. He's a black hat or some shit like that. Then you got people like this. No one. He's just an idiot. Call his channel an investment channel and almost lost his house. Yep, that's what happened. But that was more to do with trusting the people that I was going into partnership with, not an investment. It was a choice of people that I was doing business with. But I didn't lose my money due to investments. I like how everybody assumes they know what I'm going through. The foreclosure was due more to me dragging my ass on something. I have money, don't be stupid. All my money is tied up into my equity. For me, the issue was timing, not the money. It was timing. This is how the foreclosure came about. It's because I was dragging my ass doing something, and so I didn't pay attention to the amount of time that went by, and I got myself in a pickle. I got equity in the house, that's not the problem. So money wasn't the issue. I'm still confused about that. He could sell his silver. That's more to do with the investment I was just talking about. I got tied up in a legal situation, and the people that I'm up against, they have a ton of money, and I mean a shit ton of money. And so what I'm learning real quick is all they're trying to do is keep me tied up in court, costing me an arm and a leg for the lawyers. And that's where the biggest expenses come into play here, is dealing with lawyers. That's where you really get screwed, and that's what's happening with me. So it's not that I don't have any money. I have a ton of equity. That's what I was telling people. For me, it was just timing. I was dragging my ass and missed the time I needed to pull the equity out of my house. But, thank God I was able to save it. And a big portion of that is due to you guys. And I'm grateful for that. Sometimes people don't have liquidity available to deal with bullshit. And that's the predicament that I got myself in. He's scamming you. Really, how am I scamming you? I thought this dude was retired since I was 50. I wouldn't say I'm retired 100% because I still make videos because I enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, I've been retired since I was 50. But that might actually change, man. You'd be surprised how quick your money goes when you're dealing with lawyers and having to be in court. That money will disappear really fucking quick, man. Trust me. Is this a Melanie Hines approved video? Yes, Melanie Hines absolutely positively approves all my videos. For us, real slow, uneducated people, I believe what you're saying when you use the term nominal, also in country. If something costs 25,000 dinars right now, when they drop the zeros, it will cost 25 dinars. It's pretty simple, actually. That's why it doesn't lose any value in Iraq itself. The exchange rate will change value with the dollar only. Thank you, Pimpy. You're very welcome. For the vast majority of my listeners, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Don't get me wrong, there's a few of you that actually don't understand. But for the most part, it's not that people don't understand. They don't like the information that I'm saying. They don't like it because they have already pictured themselves with millionaires and mansions and cars and snorting coke off hookers' asses. They already had all this and they spent the money before they got it. And that's what they're upset about. And this is what I'm saying. For the vast majority of my listeners, they got it. They know what's going on. We stay grounded. But you will have a handful of people in there who talk shit. That's fine. So yeah, on a video, I cannot pronounce the guy's name. So I said, it looks like it's pronounced the same way as that Beatles song. That's why I put it in there. So then you come across articles like this. This is interesting. Kipper's always fucking with me, but that's okay. Like someone said, why is Pimpy pushing precious metals when he claimed to have sold all of his? Pimpy, I've been following you ever since you showed the type of motorcycle you wanted, and that was years ago. And Pimp also said he ran with the, grimy entertainment industry. Pimpy's also a big gambler. I wouldn't say I'm a big gambler at all. The money he collected on that GoFundMe was a gambling debt. Think about it. Someone who follows the economy and the money would never let themselves fall into this type of situation. Well, a couple of things. Just because I sold all my precious metals for now, I'll recover them. Why wouldn't I talk about precious metals? I've said this many times. I can't even express the amount of happiness I have for a lot of my listeners who've made out like bandits. I did a video talking about Monica's kids. I mean, seriously, think about it. These are 3 kids that, like about 3 years ago, pushed to start saving silver. And they got well over 10,000 ounces of silver. And with the price currently right now, that means they have over $500,000 of silver. So why wouldn't I be happy for them? Just because I don't have the silver anymore doesn't mean I'm not happy for you guys. Seriously, the whole purpose of me doing videos was just to share information. And if you benefit from it, great. I love that. So why wouldn't I support that? That's kind of stupid. So you said you started listening to me since I showed the type of motorcycle. You know what? I remember that motorcycle. Good Lord, that was a beautiful motorcycle. I would have loved to have had that. We'll get there again. I didn't run with the entertainment industry. I was around them a lot, but I wouldn't say I run with them because they had nothing to offer me. I had a lot of friends that were famous, a lot of people that were reality stars. I've been to a lot of award-winning shows, but nothing about what they were doing impressed me, not at all. A big gambler? No, not a big gambler. Not at all. I'm better than the average person when it comes to 21. I like games of skills. Poker, I'm really good at. I used to be in tournaments back in the olden days. But as far as a big gambler with debt, I never in my life had any gambling debt whatsoever. Now, slot machines I'm not a big fan of. A few years ago, I did get lucky, and I spoke about it.
Today's Who's Getting Lucky is spectacular. Today, we are featuring Pimpy. Now, Pimpy was playing at the Cosmopolitan. Now, he was playing there because his flight got delayed and delayed and delayed. He was kind of having a crummy day because of this, and he just decided to kill some time playing slot machines. He was down to his last $20 and sat down on Dragon Link. Miss Autumn Moon. That was the version of Dragon Link that he was playing. He was betting $2.50. And he landed the grand jackpot. He hit this. $64,000? Like, that's nuts.
Yeah, it was nuts. I'm not a big fan of slot machines because I worked at a casino before. And I understand how the odds work. So not a big fan of the slot machine, but I did get lucky. I was sitting there acting like I was playing just so I can get free drinks. But when a lady came by and said, "Are you going to play that game?" And so I played it, and that's what happened. I got lucky. That's all it was luck. So I've never in my life had any gambling debt, so that's just bullshit. He also claims his college debt got clear. Got clear? Yeah, that's actually true. I even made a video showing everybody that I had it on my credit report and that it was paid in full. And to this day, it's still gone. It's not there. For some reason, it disappeared. And even my creditor, when I called them, they said it was paid in full. And it was me and the girl I was seeing at the time, even her college debt was gone. So everybody just kept saying, "It's Nasera Jacera." I said, well, I don't know if it's Nasera Jacera. I don't know what you call it. But for some strange reason, our college debt was paid in full. I don't know how it happened or why it happened, but as many times as I spoke to the creditor, all they could tell me was your account was paid in full. So yeah, that is true. Again, look at this. Why so hyped on silver when you claim you sold it all is a bigger question. This is where you talk about investments. So why wouldn't I be hyped on silver? I'm encouraging people, and I have been for years, to invest in that precious metals. And a big chunk of you, and I mean a huge chunk of you, listen to what I said. And because of that, you benefited from it big time. I like this answer here because Pimpy cares for people, especially his followers. That is why I do what I do. Just because I no longer have the metals at the moment, I will get them back again. So why wouldn't I continue to share the news and information when it comes to precious metals? That doesn't make any sense what you're talking about. When I did my fictitious portfolio, I told everybody about Nvidia stock. And the reason why I bring that up is because there's a handful of people invested into that stock when I had first suggested it. And they did enjoy the 10-to-1 split. So they're sitting really good with some of the stocks that I had recommended. As far as me not having no money, I have equity, tons of equity. But this is nothing new. I've already explained to everybody. So it's not like you're aha on me, acting like you caught me saying or doing something that I shouldn't have. I share everything with everybody. Several of these gurus simply put out hopium and coerce their followers to limp into the next month's membership fees, pay due day, like a frog in a pot of water. Yeah, see, look, I give the information for free. You think people would appreciate that, but come to find out, people don't like getting free information. They'd rather pay for it. So if you guys want to pay for it, I'll be more than happy to switch everything over to a Patreon group. You think that people out there, instead of bitching about the things I'm saying, you should be happy then. You're getting information for free, whether you like it or not. It could be worse. You could be paying for it and getting information you don't like. With all the money you're spending in these groups, are you any richer? Because I can tell you this, a ton of my followers are much more richer, and they got their information for free. I'm in the same boat as you. I invested in Iraqi Dinar. Nothing would make me happier than to see the Iraqi dinar revalue to an exchange rate of $3 or more, and then they keep the zeros on there, and we all become millionaires. Nothing would make me more happier. I'd be happy for you. I'd be happy for me. I'd be happy all together. Anyways, I have all these people going, Pimpy don't know what he's talking about. Pimpy don't know what he's talking about. Okay, so here we go again. You ready? Oh, I know what it was. Some person in there said, if the other gurus are not being honest, they're tricking us, how come you don't have the balls to name them? What the heck are you talking about? I've made plenty of videos calling other people out by their names. I think you're being misled by a lot of people. Melanie Hines, Frank26, Militia Man, Tony, Angela, all them people. I don't watch people's videos regularly, but the things that I have come across, when I hear what they got to say, or when you go to the Dinar Guru group and you watch posts what other people have said, I just think to myself, these people have no knowledge. They're not educated whatsoever when it comes to currencies and how currencies work. I haven't seen another person in the Dinar community that has the knowledge to speak properly about currency. Not at all. Nor do they know a whole lot about the Iraqi history. I can name people. I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother me. You act like we're in second grade. Oh, you're afraid to say no. I'm not afraid. I don't care. All I care about is what happens to you guys, that you don't get screwed over, okay? Take that as you will. But, so here's my thing to you. You're afraid to name names. I tell you what, here's something. Once again, I've done this many times. If you think them other gurus out there, any of them, or all of them, if you think they're more knowledgeable than me, try to find one of them to come on to my channel, or I can go on theirs, and have a debate with me about the Iraqi dinar. I've been saying that for years. You guys are so high on them other gurus. For years I've been saying this. For years. I challenge any of all of them to a debate about the Iraqi dinar. Let's see if you can find even one of them to come on the show and have a debate. If I'm the one that doesn't know what he's talking about, and I'm saying to you, I'll challenge anybody that you bring to the table, and they don't show up, what's that say about their knowledge versus my knowledge? See what I'm saying? Anyways, that's it for now. Hear from you later. I'm out.